Hello and welcome to the first ever virtual Day of the Dead Gala. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. We are excited to celebrate the sharing place, our loved ones, and this wonderful community that's been built over the last 20 years. If you haven't already done so, please sign up to browse our online auction. It's really easy. Just click the link below in the comments or text The Sharing Place, all one word, to 56651. That's The Sharing Place, all one word, to 56651. And you'll get a link to sign into our online auction software called ClickBid. This is the system that will allow you to browse the auction, place bids, buy opportunity drawing tickets, or even just make a straight cash donation. So don't miss this chance to log in and make sure you're set up to see all the exciting things that we have to offer over on ClickBid. So while we wait for more of our friends to join us, I want to take a minute to be sure that we thank all of our generous sponsors who helped make this evening's event possible.
Hello everyone, my name is John Golden, the Executive Director of The Sharing Place. We want to thank you for tuning in to our Day of the Dead virtual gala. Day of the Dead is our largest fundraiser and we couldn't provide the critical services we provide for our families without your support. We can't let COVID get in the way, so we're providing you a party at your house, and to kind of help you celebrate, we provided each of you with the party box. And inside of the party box we have a Day of the Dead tumbler. We have some temporary tattoos. Don't worry, they are temporary. We have a face mask that was designed and created by one of our own, Esther Cassidy. We have a small candle in your box and a recipe from the Salsa Queen. So keep those items close at hand. Grab your tumbler. Erica and Lisa from Boozy Ketones will be making the Farmer's Daughter drink with the help of the Bartender's Box and Sugar House Distillery.
Hi guys, I'm Lisa.
Hi, I'm Erica.
And we're with Boozy Ketones. So we are here with The Sharing Place, and we are so excited to be a part of this event because we're gonna make a cocktail.
Yeah, we get to do virtual cocktail hour.
This is the best.
I'm so excited. So what we're making tonight is it's called the Farmer's Daughter. It's a cocktail kit sponsored by Bartender's Box and Sugar House Distillery. So Bartender's Box is this online cocktail kit that you can go on, pick what you want, they deliver it to your door. It's fresh squeezed juices that they squeeze the day of.
Everything's fresh.
Yeah. This is fresh pressed cucumber and cilantro juice that we'll be using. So
It's like you're on a juice cleanse, but when you add alcohol, it's even fun.
it's way more fun than any juice cleanse. And then we're using Sugar House Distillery vodka. It's Sugar House is a local distiller here who's just absolutely wonderful. They bottle, distill, do everything right here in Sugar House, so it's about as local as you can get.
Yeah, James is just a little darling. He's done wonders for the Salt Lake community. So
Yeah.
I'm excited to be a part of it.
And then these guys are in Park City, so our message is to try to buy local, try to support local, and then all that money goes right back into your economy, right around you. So that's what we're trying to do tonight.
Okay, am I making it?
Yeah,
Okay,
you make it.
you tell me what to do.
I'll drink it.
Perfect.
Okay, so we're going to start out with the ounce
The
and a
Holy
half
Grail.
of vodka.
Perfect.
Do you want to do it in the shaker though?
Oh, yeah.
So this kit came with limes, it came with cilantro, it even came with tahini. We lined the rim about halfway, so you can kind of pick if you wanted tahini. These kits come with these little menus too, so if you are not used to making cocktails at home, this walks you right through it. It's so fun. So,
I'm so excited.
3/4 ounce of house-pressed pineapple juice.
This is the pineapple juice.
They pressed this morning.
Where's my little measure? Oh, there it is. Okay, so 3/4 of an ounce is here.
And then this is also just a guide, so if you make it and you decide you want like a little more spice or a little more pineapple juice, just
Ooh, how no juice.
Oh, and these have enough cocktails for 8 drinks, so you're good for the whole weekend, or just for tonight.
Fun night. Me and you. Are you too?
Is 8 enough for me?
I don't know.
Half an ounce of fresh squeezed lime juice. I mean, these bottles are huge. You can get a lot of drinks.
So awesome. Okay.
And then you're going to do 3/4 of the cucumber cilantro juice. This stuff,
Oh man,
it just
it
tastes
smells like
a
a spa. It's so nice. I'm so excited for this.
And
Okay.
then half an ounce of simple syrup.
Okay, so this is their handcrafted simple syrup. If you're watching your sugar, we do have a sugar-free option simple syrup on our Boozy Ketones page on Instagram. So if sugar is kind of the culprit in your diet, then
Yeah.
you don't have to not drink.
We specialize mostly in drinks like this that are fresh, healthy, whole ingredients, and then just sub out the sugar and just our cocktails.
Yep.
So
So okay, now shake it.
shake it up.
Okay. Okay.
That's nice.
This is maybe yours.
I mean, you made it, so I think that means I get to drink.
I get it. Oh, okay.
The rule is that I get to
I mean, this box all even came with cilantro. So we're gonna put that in right there. And there you
Oh,
go.
this looks like it's gonna make my skin glow here.
Gosh. So make sure you check out Bartender's Box, check out Sugar House Distilling, stick around for a wonderful event, check out the online auction, and let's raise some money.
It's such a wonderful organization, and we're so happy to be a part of it. So let's get them enough money to keep them going for the rest of the year.
It's a great cause, so cheers.
Hi.
Let's make you a cocktail now.
This one's mine. You can make it.
Okay, let's make you one.
Bye, you guys. Oh, and go find us on Boozy Ketones on Instagram if you want to have some more ideas for some low sugar drinks.
Let's be friends for lots of fun.
Lots of fun.
Bye, you guys.
Yeah.
Enjoy the rest of the gala.
A special thank you to Elisa and Erica. That was amazing. Remember to refill your cup throughout the night. If you haven't used it, inside your box is a coupon from the Bartender's Box to make it a double buy. You buy one cocktail kit and get a free one just by using the promo code. I want to thank everyone for their support over the years. Especially thank you to our Day of the Dead sponsors, Lars Call, Peace and Possibility Project, Snell and Wilmer, Security Service Federal Credit Union, Hoy Innovations, Silac Insurance Company, Greenix, Ally Bank, Beehive Insurance, Chartway Credit Union, Cypress Credit Union, First Utah Bank, Great Clips, IHC, Lone Remedy, Mark Miller Subaru, Snow Christensen and Martineau, Swire Coca-Cola, TD Williamson, Ferguson, Gateway Mortgage Group, Interior Works, Black Cat Comics, and to our individual table sponsors, Tim Carr, Amy Phelan, Amy Tu, Doug Foxley, and May Bradley. So we at the Sharing Place know that the key step to the grieving process is recognizing and honoring those loved ones that has passed. So in the spirit of Dia de los Muertos, we want to take a moment to do a candle lighting. So inside your party box, you'll find a small candle that you can follow along with us at home.
Welcome everyone. My name is Blanca and I am a coordinator here at the Sharing Place. I lead a group at the Taylorsville location. So today I wanted to talk about this altar that we have for Day of the Dead. I am of Mexican descent, and so this is a part of my culture that I really love.
So the altar is a way to honor the people that we love that have died. And so that is all Day of the Dead is a way of honoring and celebrating and bringing them back to our home. So on the altar, we have different things that mean different things for our loved ones. So one of the most important things is the food that they like. So we always include a bunch of food that they love, whether it be bread or rice or beans. It's really important to our ancestors to have something to eat when they come. The next thing would be a picture of them, because we want them to know that this is their altar and that they're invited back into our homes. And probably the last piece, and the piece that we want to focus on, is we light candles so that our ancestors can find a way to come back to us. And so that piece is a way to honor them, but also bring them back into our home so that they know how to get there. So what I invite you to do right now is, in your box that you received, you should have one of these little candles, and we're going to light them in name of your person and to help them find you and fill your space. So if you can take it out and light it with me. So as you finish lighting it, you can set it down in front of you. And what we'd like you to do is comment the name of your person on our YouTube page, and that way we can share that with our Sharing Place community.
Thank you, Blanca, for helping us honor the traditions of Dia de los Muertos and remembering our loved ones. Now, if you haven't yet registered to explore our online auction, what are you waiting for? Click the link in the comments below so that you can go and check out all the exciting auction items that we have this year. When you go there, you'll find some things like golf for 4 at Park Meadows Country Club in Park City, curling lessons with Olympian Derek Parra, or the chance to race exotic cars in Las Vegas, your choice of a Ferrari or Lamborghini. Go check them out now, make some bids. Now, if you would rather test your luck, you could also enter our opportunity drawing. For just $25 an entry, you could win a 3-night, 4-day stay at any Westgate resort property. They have locations all over, from as close as Park City and far away as the East Coast. Our winner will be selected at the end of this night's evening, so you still have time to go over to ClickBid and purchase some tickets. Remember, all proceeds from tonight's event benefits the Sharing Place and our wonderful programs. Your generosity is what makes it possible for us to continue to offer our wonderful services. Now, to spice things up, we'll join the Salsa Queen, Marba, in her kitchen at home.
Hi guys, today cooking with the Salsa Queen. I'm the Salsa Queen. We're gonna be making an amazing guacamole. Yeah, guacamole, because it's so good. And we also gonna make a bean dip. So what you need is 2 ripe, nice, large avocados. And a big shout out to my friends from the knife roll that I won this knife yesterday, so I'm super excited. And we're gonna cut the avocado lengthwise. And we're just gonna squish the whole thing inside the bowl. Yeah, just like that. Another awesome avocado. Avocados are so beautiful right now, so you should be able to find some awesome avocados out there. You just squeeze the whole thing out. Have you seen this before, guys? A little bit messy. And you're just gonna mash it up. After it's all mashed up, nicely done, you're gonna put a couple of tablespoons of our creamy jalapeno. 1, 2, so it can give it some creaminess and a little bit of spice in there. And we're gonna put some of our pico de gallo. I like to put usually the whole container. I just don't wanna put all of the juice in there. But if you want to put the whole container of pico de gallo, you're more than fine. And then a pinch of salt. You're gonna mix it up. This is the best guacamole you'll ever taste. And you know, in my country, in Mexico, we leave the pit of the bone of the avocado because we believe that guacamole lasts longer. So it's optional. If you're gonna eat it right away, then there's no need. But if you wanna have some leftover, then I would suggest for you to put it in. And the salsas have enough lemon juice that is gonna keep it really nice and fresh. And just like that, you have an amazing guacamole, nice and creamy and a little bit spicy. Now we're gonna make our bean dip. I found these amazing beans. They're dehydrated beans and they are pretty awesome. You just add hot water and they're ready to roll. They look like cornflakes. So don't put any milk in there, in a bowl of cereal. So we have a pan right here boiling some water, and we're gonna pour the whole thing. They have these refried beans, and then these ones are fat-free. So we're gonna use the regular ones and the fat-free ones too, why not? Let's put some of that in there, and we want the water to be really nice and hot. And we're just gonna let them simmer here for a minute. Okay, and our beans are ready. It only took like 2 minutes. We have our beans right here. These were done in no time. I love these beans. So we're gonna put, of course, our nice big layer of beans right here. And then we're gonna start layering. So first, we're gonna put, let's put some red chili because I love red chili. And it's gonna give it that nice smoky flavor. And we're gonna just smother it right here. And then we're gonna put my favorite, some creamy jalapeno. And we're gonna do another. Oh, this is gonna be so good. Oh yes. And you can take these to parties, so easy to make. We're gonna do a layer of our amazing guacamole. And you can put as much as you want in there. Oh yes. My mouth is like watering. Some guacamole. Let's throw some cheese in there. Oh, so good. Some pico de gallo. You gotta have pico de gallo in there, right? Gonna be so good, and you can make this in 5 minutes. Take it to your next barbecue and impress all of your friends. That's right. Right there, maybe a little bit more cheese. And some cilantro, oh yes. And now, for the final touch, we're gonna add just some queso chipotle in there. And just like that, your bean dip is ready to go to your next party. Okay, so what if we have the hubby come and try this? He loves food, but he's honest. Hey, hubby, come here. He's right here.
All right, what do you got?
Okay, so I make a bean dip. I made a bean dip. It's really good, and I made the amazing guacamole.
Oh, yes.
So I want you to try it and tell
So
everybody.
you put the guac on the bean dip?
I put the guacamole here too, and all of our salsas.
All right.
Is that good?
Yep, I'll see you later.
Yeah, that's right. He can finish that all. So have fun, babe. Oh, let's try this guacamole.
I need cheese too.
Okay, take it off. Thank you for watching Cooking with Salsa Queen, and I hope you guys made this at home.
Thank you, Marba. I can't wait to try the guacamole. Thank you so much to Marba, the Salsa Queen, for adding a little flavor in tonight's program. And I have the pleasure of introducing our first family story tonight. This family has participated in the Sharing Place for nearly 10 years, and we've had the pleasure of watching the family and the kids grow into the wonderful teenagers that you'll be able to see tonight.
So my name is Sean Agnew. This is my daughter Haley. Agnew and my son Tavian Agnew. I've lost 3 children. I lost my daughter Maggie, and we came to the sharing place after Maggie, a year after Maggie passed away. And while we were at the sharing place, my son Mannix passed away almost 2 years after Maggie did. And after Mannix passed away, we actually continued to go to the sharing place. We adopted our son Miles, who has special needs, and he also passed away while we were attending the sharing place. So we had been attending the sharing place as a family for 8 years.
Very like Maggie, she was super like sassy, always wanted her way. And then Mannix was kind of more quiet, and he cried sometimes, but he wasn't that bad. And then Miles, when we got him, like when we first got him, he just cried nonstop because he was just in pain so much.
Maggie, she was a firecracker. She always wanted she affected a lot of people's lives. She brought a lot of awareness to mitochondrial disease, which was her diagnosis, and Mannix's diagnosis. And one thing that I remember about Mannix is we would go on road trips to California or Arizona, so these long car rides, and usually my mom was driving. My mom doesn't like to stop, so we would go for a long time, and he was fine the whole car ride. He loved being in the car, and he was so good at he was just so he was such a good little baby. And Miles, he became like one of my best friends. I loved Miles. I love all my siblings, but me and Miles had a really strong connection, and I would play my guitar with him, and he would coo along with me.
So mitochondrial disease. So mitochondrial cells are the fuel cells that really fire your organs in your body. Really, mitochondrial cells are really the energy cells, the battery cells for your body. And so if you have mitochondrial disease, mitochondrial cells don't really work very well, so they don't fire the energy needed to run your organs and to run your body. And so, in Maggie's case, she was born fairly healthy and just really kind of deteriorated from there. She had trouble gaining weight, had trouble with energy, and really couldn't metabolize food. And so she was on a ventilator at night. She was fed with TPN, which is nutrition through the veins, and that really causes her organs. It caused damage to her organs, and so it really just was at that time was not very well understood by the medical community, and so we had to travel across the country to even find a diagnosis, which we didn't get until after her first birthday, and there wasn't really any known treatment for it. And I think since then the doctors have really learned a lot more about it, but it was not very well known 10 years ago, and what was good and how to treat it and what to do for kids with it.
The thing that I most enjoyed about the sharing place is that you come and you know that you're gonna have people who love and care about you, and you're gonna have a community that will help you, and they understand you more than people at in your life, your friends at school. They haven't been through a loss, so they don't really know what it's like. And so when you come here, you know that you're going to have people who are going to be there for you and understand you, and even if they don't understand you, they'll comfort you and try to help you through what you're going through. And it's just, you feel safe when you come here.
Like how she said, it was just a good place to come and express your feelings on how you felt about the losses and stuff. Kind of learning how to say it, I guess, instead of just hiding it.
I always kind of compared coming to the sharing place like going to the gym. And my daughter laughs because you can tell I don't go to the gym very much, but this is just the analogy part. You go to you never really want to go to the gym, right? You don't look forward to going to the gym, but you go to the gym and you get your workout in and you just feel tremendous afterwards. And coming to the sharing place, it's really, really hard to come, but you come and you do the work. Grief is work. It's not, they say that time heals all wounds, but it's really, I've learned through everything that we've been through that grief really takes work and time. And without the work and without the time, with the work and with the time, things will get better. But really, you're going to have hard days where you may not be able to come because it's just too hard. And you may have days where you're dragging your kids, kicking and screaming to come. But we always left feeling better and very glad that we came. And it was always a good part. It was time well spent and time that we needed and time that really helped us heal. So if you're going through a loss or going through the grief process, there's therapy that can help, but there's no other really experience that can help you quite like the sharing place and just having kids be with their peers and making friends and having similar circumstances that they're going through and can relate to each other. And it's the same thing with parents. It's having people that are feeling similar things that you're feeling and going through similar things that you're either going through or that they've been through, and just being able to talk to them and working through that grief process. It helps so much, and it's just invaluable to really take the time and do it really.
I think people should support the sharing place because it's an outlet for a lot of kids to come here and be able to hold the talking stick and be able to talk about things that they wouldn't talk about to other people, because for one, the people here are become your family in a way, but they also know what you're going through, and they all, like, unlike other people in your life, they might not really understand. They might support you, but they haven't been through it, so they don't really understand. And so it's nice to be able to look at a room full of people and be able to know that when you leave here, you're going to feel uplifted and you're going to be able to feel like you have coping mechanisms more than you would have if you didn't come here.
People should just support it because, like, you're not only here to, like, express your feelings and stuff, they're also going to make you feel, like, welcomed and want you to have fun and not only just, like, focus on that topic of, like, grief and stuff. They just, like, are here for you and, like just to have, like, fun and talk to you about other stuff. It doesn't even have to be like that, like grief and stuff. So
We're just I'm very thankful for the sharing place, and I know it was 8 years that we came, that we spent here with our family, and we're very grateful to be able to have that opportunity and to get to build the relationships that we've built with people, and really to have the support that we've had for our family. And it's just been a tremendous help for us, and it continues to be a help for us, even though we're kind of graduates of the sharing place, but we really value and appreciate everything the sharing place has done to help us.
That was another touching story of how the sharing place impacts the lives of so many families. Thanks to the Agnew family for sharing their story. Help us continue to offer free services to children and families coping with grief and loss of a loved one by bidding on an auction item right now. The auction will close in less than 5 minutes, so Now's the time to make your last bids. Look through our many wonderful love baskets that have been donated by families in honor of their loved ones. Spread the love and purchase a basket now. Now, we'll hear from another family who is currently participating in our program. We are so grateful for their courage to share their story with us tonight.
My name is Kathy Ney, and I'm Ella's mom and Coleman's wife. Our daughter, Burgundy, and she died of a heroin overdose.
I'm 10. I remember she would always come over for Christmas and give me the best Christmas presents.
When after our daughter died, I had put out on Facebook, I knew we all needed some kind of help, and my first concern was to get Ella help, but I didn't know where to start or who to call, and several people had suggested the sharing place, so I looked it up and called right away and went in for the interview and got on the waiting list. I think for me it's just openly talking about death and not being afraid to share and afraid to show your feelings. Sometimes I feel like it makes people uncomfortable when you share something or are feeling sad because they don't know what to do, but just bringing that awareness around that it's okay if I share something about my daughter and I cry. It's not that them asking me suddenly makes me remember I had a daughter that died. I never forget that, but just, having more awareness that it's okay to ask, and I want you to ask, and I want to answer, I want to talk about her. But, some days I might cry about it, and some days I can laugh about something, but just those tools to help other people that aren't dealing with death to know that it's okay to talk about it. It's not taboo or not nice, or I don't know what I'm trying to say, but it's okay. It's okay to ask.
We get to talk about them and say how they died, and then there's another question. Sometimes when there wasn't COVID-19, there was something I would like to do because it would help me. I would like to go in this room and I could just grab all these pillows and hit stuff.
I have met families that I think are so strong, and I look up to the volunteers. They are so nice, and I just think all the time, man, you're here doing this for free, and they're so good with the kids and the volunteers that work with the parents, and there's not just one person that I could say that is that sticks out more than another. One thing that it taught me, and I was so blown away when, I've always known when someone dies, you have these different cycles you go through, but the part that was so mind-blowing when it happened to our family is no one's going through anything at the same time. I'm sad, she's angry, he's in denial, then he's sad and I'm angry and she's in denial. And so I think that it's helped open my eyes and helped me remember we're all doing something different, and we're not all just going to be sad for a while, then we're all going to be upset for a while, then we're all going to be this. We were all over the place after our daughter died.
It's kind of the same things. Like I said, the staff is fantastic. I mean, I think if half the businesses in this world could figure out how to have employees that acted like that and actually genuinely cared, showed up, did what they said they were going to do, and that's what you get there. I mean, they're just genuine people, and they're going through the same struggles that we are, so they get it. Life's tough enough as it is. Daily struggles, work, whatever. Life's already hard. You get thrown a curveball with something like this, and I don't know. I guess it's you expect it when people get older, your parents in their 80s, 90s. It's still not easy, but you get it. When it's a 21-year-old daughter and you get a phone call on Father's Day that says she's gone. I mean, it's about the worst thing you can imagine, and I hope that nobody has to imagine that, but unfortunately we do. I mean, somebody told me it best, that's probably the only and one thing you wouldn't wish on the devil himself, is to have to get that phone call.
Well, I would say for people to help these kids and these mentors, they're volunteers, and everything that they use, from the crafts to the lessons and the things that we're doing for that week, is all donations and volunteers. And so they need support from the community. They need support from businesses or people that have things, money or time. They need people to help maintain the house and the gardens and fix things. And they don't have a big budget because they are volunteers. And this helps many families, not just ours, not just the ones that you know about, but hundreds of kids need their support to grieve and to learn how to cope and go on daily with without that person that they lost.
I think it's a wonderful thing to donate to. I mean, there's a lot of nonprofit deals out there, but something like this that really kind of caters to the children for have a place to go. We've seen people coming from Ogden, Provo. We even had one gal who was driving up from St. George every other week to go because there's not a place down there. So when we found out that the waiting list was so long at the first one, or the main campus, we were pretty fortunate. We got pushed through, relatively quick. I think it was just a timing issue when we happened to get lucky. But when we found out that they opened up a second one over here, I mean, that's wonderful because, now you've got two places in the valley to be able to go to. And to be honest with you, I wish they had 3 or 4 more that, could be funded for it. So I definitely think it's worth it. And, if somebody's got $1, throw $1 in. If you got 100, throw 100 in. I mean, you're not going to miss it one time. So, I think it's definitely a worthwhile cause.
A special thank you to Kathy, Coleman, and Ella for sharing their story. So I have some good news and some bad news. The bad news is the auction is now closed. The good news is for those who won, you won. And not so great news for those who didn't. So sorry about that, but thanks for bidding. We do have one more chance for you to support the Sharing Place right now. We are honored to play such an important role in our clients' lives. Your support tonight plays a vital role in allowing us to continue to provide the changing life services we offer. For every dollar you spend this evening, it goes straight towards funding all aspects of our program. Right now, you should be receiving a text message providing you with a link where you can make a cash donation. If you didn't receive that message, simply text the Sharing Place, all one word, to 56651 to make a donation. Once again, it's 56651 to make a donation. It's that easy. So every dollar makes a huge difference no matter how much you give. It's just important that you give. So once again, I just want to give you what your money will provide to this Sharing Place. So your donation is so important. For $5,000, it'll help us provide funding for our second year at our Taylorsville West location. And the whole purpose of that was to reduce the time on our waiting list and make our program more accessible to families. We served 40 new kids out there last year. For $2,500, it provides 3 months of grief support to 10 to 12 kids. For $1,000, it will provide grief support group for 10 to 12 kids for a month. For $750, it'll help us with home beautification to make our homes safe and comfortable for our families. For $500, helps us provide with that sanitation and stuff to make our families COVID safe. So it's very important for us to provide that for our families. For $250, provides group supplies such as artwork to kind of help the kids express their grief and their feelings. For $100, it kind of helps with resources for our family orientations and intakes. We do over 120 intakes a year. For $50, it will provide group snacks for our kids that we can provide to them after groups. And for $25, it kind of helps put together our volunteer training manual and help us recruit volunteers in the community, because volunteers are so essential and vital to what we do here at the Sharing Place. So you've heard all these great things that we've had to offer where your donations help provide the Sharing Place. So if you haven't had the opportunity to donate, please do it now. So I want to thank you all for your support, and we couldn't do what we do without you. Heartfelt thank you to you all. Right now, I'd like to turn our time over to our outstanding board of directors.
We hope you enjoyed our first and hopefully last virtual Day of the Dead Gala. As chair of the board, I'm proud and honored to see how much support from the community this amazing organization has. I know the programs of the Sharing Place change lives, and that your financial support enables us to continue to provide and expand these critical services. There are a few key people and organizations that we'd like to thank for helping this evening come together.
Thank you to all of our sponsors, including the Peace and Possibility Project, Lars Call, GreenX, Hoy Innovations,
Security Service Federal Credit Union, Snell and Welmer, Silac Insurance Company, Ally Bank, Beehive Insurance,
Roy Credit Union, Cypress Credit Union, First Utah Bank, Great Clips, Intermountain Healthcare, Lone Remedy.
Snow, Christensen's and Martineau, Mark Miller Subaru, Squire Coca-Cola, T.D. Williamson, Gateway Mortgage, Interworks, and Doug Foxley.
Black Cat Comics, and all those who made in-kind and love basket donations for the online auction.
A very special thank you to John Gold, Jill McFarland, Dina Peterson, and all the group coordinators and volunteers. Without the efforts of these dedicated and caring individuals, the Sharing Place would not exist.
And special thanks to Kayla Smith, who was our event manager and pulled this together. And to all of you watching, thank you for all your support.
So thank you to Tim Carr, who is our board president, and the entire board for all their leadership and guidance they have provided me and the Sharing Place. So this evening is coming to a close, but we have one last item on the agenda, the opportunity drawing. Up for grabs is a 4-day, 3-night stay at any Westgate Resort property. Some locations include Park City, Vegas, Florida, and more. Let me get my crusty cup here. So, and the winner is, shake it up real good. Please check the comments box below to see if you won. Congratulations to our winner. We'll be in touch with you with details about how to claim your prize. So that concludes our first ever virtual gala. Thank you all for attending. We know it wasn't the same as being together at our event, but we still hope you had a fun and fabulous time. For those who want an auction item, please look for an email to arrange for a pickup and or delivery of your items. Thanks again for joining us. We hope to see you in person next year. Until then, please be safe, be healthy, and have a wonderful night.